Beyond locked gates and behind walls guarded by elite security forces exists a world few will ever glimpse. A realm where wealth isn't measured in millions, but billions. Where power isn't spoken, but whispered. Welcome to the forbidden domain of Arabia's most powerful women. In today's exclusive journey, we'll take you where cameras are never allowed. Into palaces with private hospitals and underground wine cellars. Into a world where a single handbag costs more than most homes, and where decisions made in silence shape entire nations. This isn't fiction, this is the reality of the richest Arab wives, women who command fortunes exceeding the GDP of entire countries. I'm your guide into this hidden universe of unlimited wealth and quiet dominance. If you're fascinated by extraordinary lives, power dynamics, and glimpses into worlds beyond imagination, subscribe to Billionaire Xclusives now and activate notifications. We explore the unseen realms of the ultra-wealthy that no other channel dares to reveal. Join us, the gates are opening. The concept of wealth as most know it ceases to exist when you enter this world. Here, luxury transcends material possessions. It becomes a language, a birthright, a responsibility. Let us take you first to Riyadh. Inside, 24-karat gold trims every doorway. Ceilings soar 40 feet high, adorned with hand-painted murals commissioned from artists who signed lifetime confidentiality agreements. This isn't a museum. This is someone's home. In the Eastern Wing, a private hospital equipped with technology not yet available to the public stands ready. Adjacent, a conference room where decisions affecting millions are made without public announcement. A dedicated staff of 300 moves silently through marbled corridors, each person vetted through 7 layers of security clearance. The garage houses vehicles you won't find in showrooms, custom-built Bugattis with diamond-encrusted dashboards, Lamborghinis dipped in liquid gold, and armored Rolls-Royces with satellite communication systems designed for heads of state. But true power in this realm isn't displayed, it's concealed. Consider the wife of one Gulf nation's crown prince whose name is rarely published. Her personal fortune exceeds $18 billion, yet she appears in no Forbes list. Her influence extends across continents through a network of educational institutions, technology investments, and diplomatic channels accessible only to those within her inner circle. When she travels, it's aboard a custom Boeing 747 with interiors designed by the same artisans who craft royal palaces. The aircraft features a meditation chamber, prayer room, and conference facilities where business deals worth billions materialize without press releases. Her jewelry collection includes pieces never photographed, gems passed through royal lineages, some dating back centuries, each with historical significance beyond monetary value. Yet what distinguishes these women isn't their possessions, it's their vision. While their husbands may hold official titles, these women command soft power through philanthropy, education, and cultural preservation. They understand that true influence doesn't require headlines. It requires strategy, patience, and discretion. And now, we'll introduce you to the most fascinating women behind the thrones of Arabia. Profiles of power. Let's meet the extraordinary women who define this realm of unlimited influence. First, the silent Queen of Abu Dhabi, whose name is whispered with reverence in diplomatic circles. Though she appears in no photographs and grants no interviews, her impact reverberates across the Middle East. Her foundation has built over 400 schools in remote regions, educating a generation of young women who now lead in medicine, technology, and government. Her personal collection includes the world's largest private assembly of ancient Islamic manuscripts, preserved in a purpose-built library with climate-controlled vaults. When heads of state need to negotiate delicate matters away from public scrutiny, it's her private reception room where these conversations unfold. Power isn't about being seen, she once told a close confidant. It's about seeing everything. Then there's the Princess of Qatar, whose educational empire spans continents. With degrees from Oxford and Harvard, she transformed her nation's educational landscape by personally financing partnerships with elite Western universities. Her $15 billion endowment has established research centers studying everything from artificial intelligence to desert agriculture. Her preferred residence features a 40,000-volume library laboratories where scientists conduct pioneering research, and meeting rooms where future leaders receive mentorship directly from global experts. When she travels to diplomatic summits, presidents and prime ministers adjust their schedules to accommodate her, not her husband. In Jordan, we find a royal wife who chose a different path, stepping into the spotlight as an advocate for children and refugees. Her Instagram following exceeds 10 million, yet her most significant work happens far from cameras. She personally visits displacement camps, sometimes arriving unannounced to ensure authentic understanding of conditions. Her influence altered legislation across multiple nations, strengthening protections for vulnerable populations. World leaders seek her counsel on humanitarian crises, recognizing that her knowledge extends beyond theory to direct experience. Perhaps most fascinating is the matriarch of Saudi Arabia's transformation, mother to a crown prince reshaping his nation. Though she never appears in media, her strategic guidance helped craft Vision 2030, the ambitious plan modernizing the kingdom. Her philanthropic initiatives remain anonymous, yet they've changed millions of lives through healthcare, housing, and education programs. She receives diplomatic intelligence before many ministers, analyzing global developments through a network of advisors cultivated over decades. Her assessment of international affairs has prevented countless crises through quiet intervention. These women represent different approaches to power, silent, scholarly, public, and maternal, yet each has redefined what influence means in the modern world. Lifestyle of extraordinary magnitude. The daily reality for these women defies conventional understanding of luxury. Their morning routine begins with personal staff of 20, stylists, chefs, security personnel, and assistants, each specializing in different aspects of royal life. Breakfast might be served on 200-year-old Chinese porcelain atop tables inlaid with mother-of-pearl, while financial advisors present reports on global investment portfolios worth billions. Every strawberry is inspected for perfection. Every glass of water is purified through 7-stage filtration systems designed exclusively for royal households. Their closets resemble museum archives rather than wardrobes. One princess maintains a temperature-controlled vault housing over 5,000 couture pieces, each documented with historical significance and wearing history. A single evening gown might incorporate 500,000 hand-sewn crystals, requiring 6 months of dedicated craftsmanship from an entire atelier. Jewelry collections transcend monetary value. They represent geopolitical history. A necklace gifted during diplomatic negotiations might contain stones from mines closed for centuries. These pieces aren't merely accessories, but symbols of alliances, treaties, and power transitions spanning generations. Transportation illustrates the magnitude of their influence. Commercial airports include separate terminals for royal families, facilities never seen by ordinary travelers. When one prominent wife travels, advanced teams secure entire floors of luxury hotels, replacing furniture, installing specialized security systems, and creating environments identical to palace conditions. Their personal aircraft feature innovations years ahead of commercial aviation, advanced air purification, medical facilities capable of performing emergency surgery, and communication systems linking directly to military and diplomatic channels. Yet amid this extraordinary abundance exists strict adherence to tradition. Prayer rooms occupy central positions in every residence. Religious scholars provide daily guidance. Children receive intensive education in cultural heritage alongside cutting-edge technology training. The contrast defines these women's existence, wielding satellite technology while maintaining centuries-old customs, commanding global financial empires while personally overseeing family meals during religious holidays, consulting with international architects while preserving ancient architectural elements from ancestral homes. Most remarkable is how they navigate between worlds, stepping from private chambers where decisions affecting millions are made into ceremonial spaces where traditions dating back millennia continue unaltered. This duality forms the foundation of their power, honoring the past while controlling the future. The most precious commodity in their world isn't gold or diamonds, it's information. Their networks gather intelligence from sources unavailable even to many governments. Networks of influence and impact. The intelligence networks maintained by these women would impress seasoned diplomats. One Gulf princess employs former intelligence analysts from 3 continents who monitor global developments, providing insights unavailable through standard channels. This information advantage translates into business decisions timed perfectly to market shifts, diplomatic maneuvers that preempt crises, and philanthropic initiatives addressing needs before they become emergencies. While their husbands attend public summits, these women often conduct parallel meetings, unofficial gatherings where the real negotiations unfold. A palace wing might host discussions between conflicting factions, mediated by a royal wife whose neutrality and discretion makes her the perfect intermediary. Agreements reached in these settings later emerge as official policy, with few aware of their true origins. Their philanthropy operates on a scale difficult to comprehend. One princess established a foundation with $3 billion in initial funding, not for publicity, but as a strategic extension of influence. Her education initiatives don't simply build schools, they reshape curriculum across regions, introducing progressive elements while respecting cultural sensitivities. Another created a microfinance network supporting women entrepreneurs across 5 countries, changing economic dynamics in conservative communities. The program includes mentorship from female executives at global corporations, creating leadership pipelines for the next generation. Their charitable work serves diplomatic purposes too. When natural disaster struck a neighboring nation, one royal wife mobilized resources faster than international aid organizations, delivering critical supplies within hours. This demonstration of capability strengthened regional alliances more effectively than formal treaties. What distinguishes these women is their long-term perspective. While elected officials think in terms of election cycles, they plan across decades. The Crown Prince's mother established a scientific research foundation focused on water conservation technology 30 years ago, an investment now yielding solutions for her nation's most pressing environmental challenge. A Jordanian royal launched cultural preservation programs protecting ancient manuscripts, architectural techniques, and artistic traditions that might otherwise disappear. These aren't simply heritage projects, but strategic efforts ensuring national identity remains intact through modernization. Perhaps most significant is their role in social evolution. Through carefully calibrated initiatives, a scholarship program here, a business incubator there, they guide their societies toward progress while maintaining cultural foundations. They understand that lasting change requires patience, subtlety, and respect for tradition. Their power lies in this delicate balance, preserving the past while crafting the future, one deliberate decision at a time. As our journey through this forbidden world concludes, consider what we've glimpsed. Women commanding fortunes exceeding $18 billion. Palaces with facilities rivaling small cities. Intelligence networks monitoring global developments in real time. Philanthropic initiatives reshaping entire regions. Yet beyond this extraordinary wealth lies the true revelation. Power exercised not through public display, but through calculated discretion. These women don't seek applause, they seek results. They don't chase headlines, they shape history. In their world, influence isn't measured in followers, but in generations affected. Success isn't tallied in quarterly reports, but in legacies spanning centuries. While we marvel at gold-plated vehicles and diamond-encrusted accessories, they focus on educational institutions that will transform societies long after they're gone. Perhaps that's the ultimate luxury, the ability to think beyond one's lifetime, to plant trees whose shade you'll never sit under. This is Billionaire Xclusives, taking you where others cannot go. Subscribe now for more unprecedented access to the world's most exclusive domains. Until time, remember, the most powerful moves are the ones you never see coming.